If you want to be considered the GOAT, you got to have GOAT-like performances.
But who wants to see a woman miss layups?
I don't know what it is. She gets ejected, only plays 7 minutes, and her team wins.
Fans were expecting a jaw-dropping performance and authentic moments that would prove Angel Reese was truly the face of women's basketball. The anticipation surrounding the game was enormous, especially after Reese had promoted the unrivaled league as the future of the sport, revolutionary platform where WNBA stars could showcase their talent while earning better pay. This matchup was supposed to be a defining moment in her career, a night where she could firmly establish herself as one of the league's elite players. Instead, it quickly turned into a frustrating and disappointing performance that left many fans questioning the hype surrounding her. Throughout the game, Reese struggled to find her rhythm. What should have been routine plays turned into costly mistakes, including multiple missed layups, awkward falls that disrupted her team's momentum, and visible frustration directed toward officials. While being a vocal leader can energize a team, leadership also requires strong performances on the court. On this particular night, Reese failed to back up her confidence with results. Fans and analysts immediately took notice, and the reaction was swift across social media. Clips from the game began circulating online, fueling debates about whether Reese had been overhyped and whether her presence truly elevates her team or sometimes adds unnecessary drama. What was meant to be a breakthrough moment instead sparked intense conversations about her consistency, leadership, and long-term impact on the game.
Has her worst professional pro game, and her team wins.
Angel Reese is important. To who? I have been covering Angel Reese for about 2 years now. I have yet to see her draw a single fly to a fresh turd. But according to Angel Reese, everything I do keep going viral.
This wasn't just a bad game. It felt like a turning point that could shape how people view her career moving forward. The performance raised serious questions about whether Angel Reese could bounce back from such a public setback or if it signaled the beginning of deeper struggles on the court. What was meant to be a showcase moment suddenly turned into a night filled with criticism and doubt. The biggest question everyone began asking was simple: why was she ejected? Reese had only been on the court for about 7 minutes before being removed from the game. The sequence of events unfolded so quickly that the crowd barely had time to process what was happening. One moment the game was continuing as normal, and the next, officials had made the decision that ended her night early, leaving fans stunned and sparking immediate debate about what exactly led to the dramatic exit.
15 rebounds, 5 offensive ones, and she missed 5 shots. And I don't know why that happens, but the less she plays, the more successful her teams are. That feels like Andre Drummond, does it not?
It wasn't just a bad game. It was a complete breakdown of composure and confidence. A closer look at the performance shows how quickly things unraveled. Angel Reese missed 5 layups that elite players are usually expected to finish with ease. On top of that, she committed multiple fouls, putting unnecessary pressure on her team and disrupting their rhythm. The frustration became even more visible when she received a technical foul after arguing with the referee over a call she disagreed with. Instead of taking a moment to calm down and reset mentally, Reese continued to react emotionally, which only made the situation worse. Her complaints escalated, leading to a second technical foul and ultimately an ejection that happened in what felt like just seconds. What surprised many fans and analysts was that she never seemed to regroup or regain control of her emotions during the sequence. In sports, emotion can fuel great comebacks when managed properly, but on this night, it worked against her. Her body language clearly reflected growing frustration, and the exchanges with officials only intensified the tension. Before the game even had a chance to settle in, her night was already over, ending early in a situation where the energy spent arguing could have been used to prove why she deserved to stay on the court.
Really began.
Ejected. She came back, claimed that Sports Illustrated was running clickbait because they put out an article that said Angel Reese became the first player to be ejected from Unrivaled. It's literally not clickbait. It was true. Everything I do keep going.
What was supposed to be a showcase of her talent quickly turned into a highlight reel of mistakes, missed opportunities, and emotional outbursts. Instead of proving her dominance on the court, the game raised uncomfortable questions about her composure and consistency. For many fans, this wasn't simply a rough night. It felt like a turning point, and not in a positive way. People began wondering whether the performance was just a one-off incident or a sign of deeper issues that could affect her future in the game. As expected, the internet reacted instantly. Social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram were flooded with memes, jokes, and harsh criticism. Some commenters claimed that Angel Reese was showing more drama than dominance, arguing that controversy around her name was starting to overshadow her basketball ability. The situation escalated even further when Reese posted cryptic messages on social media after the game, hinting that her ejection may have been influenced by racial bias. The timing made the situation even more controversial since it happened on the first day of Black History Month. While Reese was dealing with backlash and speculation, comparisons also began surfacing online, with many fans pointing out how Caitlin Clark was busy breaking records on the court while Reese's difficult night was dominating headlines for all the wrong reasons.
Unbelievable. Black History Month, y'all know I had to be the first. Seriously. So she just claimed that she got thrown out because she's a victim of racism.
When it's not going well for you, claim racism.
She came out, made it about race, and got...
But looking at the situation more closely, many critics argued that her breakdown had less to do with race and more to do with how she handled pressure or failed to handle it in that moment. Instead of regaining control and focusing on the game, the frustration seemed to spiral, turning a difficult performance into a much bigger controversy. That moment also shifted the conversation toward a larger issue surrounding the league itself. Unrivaled had been promoted as a revolutionary step forward for women's basketball, a league designed to finally give players the financial spotlight and earning opportunities many believe they deserve. Fans were promised intense competition, recognizable stars, and a new era that could reshape how women's basketball is viewed. However, only a few weeks into its launch, the excitement surrounding the league appeared to be fading rather than growing. The league was meant to help solve long-standing concerns about WNBA salaries by creating another competitive platform where players could earn more money and gain exposure. Instead, reports of low viewership and limited attendance quickly became part of the conversation. Some arenas struggled to fill even modest seating capacities, and several games reportedly drew relatively small audiences compared with the massive numbers that even average men's basketball broadcasts can attract. Without consistent high-level performances, compelling storylines, or strong rivalries to capture public attention, the league has had difficulty generating the buzz it hoped for. Adding to the speculation, rumors began circulating online that some players, including Angel Reese, might already be reconsidering their long-term involvement. Social media discussions exploded with fans debating whether she might return her full focus to Chicago. Whether those rumors hold any truth or not, the situation has intensified debate about the league's future and whether Unrivaled can live up to the ambitious expectations it set when it was first announced.
You can see, she used proper pronouns when addressing her colleagues in the WNBA. Can't wait to get back to Chicago. Really?
And then says, I can't wait to get back to Chicago, man. This person said, don't do that. You spent days bragging about how great Unrivaled is. I mean, that is garbage. We told you people wasn't going to tune in for this league. We tried to tell you that. Oh, no, watch. Angel's going to ball. You can't argue with 76,000.
The situation raised even more questions when fans remembered that Angel Reese had previously praised the new league as a far better financial opportunity than the WNBA. Now rumors suggested she might want to return to Chicago, where a typical WNBA salary is far lower than what players were reportedly earning for the short, unrivaled season. To many observers, the sudden shift didn't seem to add up. Some critics argued that the league might be struggling to capture attention without the drawing power of players like Caitlin Clark, whose popularity has brought massive viewership to women's basketball. Without a clear face of the league, casual fans have been harder to attract, and questions about the league's long-term sustainability have started to circulate online. The comparison between Angel Reese and Clark has only intensified the conversation. Many fans point out that Clark tends to let her performances on the court speak for themselves, while Reese's outspoken personality and social media presence often keep her in the headlines for other reasons. While Reese has been vocal about pay issues in the Women's National Basketball Association, Clark has been breaking records and securing major endorsement deals with brands like Nike, Gatorade, and State Farm. Clark also reportedly chose not to participate in the new league, a decision that some fans now view as a strategic move. As a result, Reese appears to be at an important crossroads in her career. She has two clear paths ahead. One option is to refocus fully on her performance, improving consistency, letting her game dominate the conversation, and proving she belongs among the league's top players. If she does that, she could rebuild momentum and secure a strong future in the WNBA. The other path would involve continuing to lean into controversy and the villain role that has often followed her online. While that approach may generate headlines and social media engagement, it can only carry a brand so far without elite on-court production to support it. Basketball fans ultimately reward winning and performance above everything else. Clark's rise shows how powerful consistent excellence can be. Her games regularly draw huge television audiences, and her impact has even boosted ratings for WNBA games she doesn't play in. That kind of influence is what truly elevates a sport and attracts new fans. Meanwhile, Reese still has the talent, physical presence, and competitive drive to become one of the league's standout stars if she channels those strengths in the right direction. For now, the spotlight remains on her next move. Some athletes thrive under criticism and use it as motivation to improve, while others struggle when the pressure builds. Reese's response to this moment could shape how her legacy is remembered. Women's basketball is growing rapidly, and the sport needs players who can deliver both strong performances and compelling stories on the court. Whether Reese rises to meet that challenge or continues to battle the distractions surrounding her will determine what the next chapter of her career looks like.